I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, can I stay here for the night? I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. No standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free.
Good afternoon everybody and welcome to the latest Elite FPL stream with myself, Steve-O, covering the 2 PM Premier League kickoffs this afternoon. I'm hopefully, or should be, because two of the individuals have confirmed it, but I should be joined by Edgeworth covering the Chelsea versus Brighton game, and Cal, who will be covering the Bournemouth versus Aston Villa game, and I believe he still hasn't contacted me. Dredd should be covering the Liverpool at home to Fulham game, and this afternoon's games are quite important really, because all the players that we expected to potentially be out are all starting, apart from one, and that's Palmer. Palmer is on the bench today. No idea why. I'm assuming he'll come on, and so should you. You're going to have to hope he comes on, because I don't know how many people have someone like Charlie Taylor or a Newcastle defender coming off the bench, but at the end of the day, these points are there, and if Cole Palmer doesn't come on, those points that are on the bench will be coming off. I'm extremely grateful that Jason has Taylor as third sub, so even if Watkins wasn't playing and Palmer didn't play, or more specifically, if Watkins didn't play, then Cole Palmer would be coming on, and even then, if Watkins didn't play and Cole Palmer didn't play, then it would be Mitchell of Crystal Palace coming off for Watkins, but Watkins starts, Bowen starts. It's also quite interesting to me from a Sky fantasy football point of view, if I'm completely honest. It's a really important, because I've had not the greatest weekend, so to speak, with Sarr going off injured yesterday, because you may be thinking, yeah, but so what, it's Sarr? Yeah, but he's got 2 really good fixtures where he's got a very, very good, Wolves have got a very, very good chance of keeping a clean sheet up against Burnley and Nottingham Forest at home. Unfortunately, he's now out with a back injury. Surprise, surprise. So I've just done one straightforward move of Kelleher in for Sarr. But we're not here to talk about Sky. We are. We're here to talk about FPL. And so far, so good, so to speak, with my -16. It still technically hasn't paid off, because the players that I brought in the players that I brought in were all for players that are playing today, apart from Martinelli, where Saka outscored him. But at the end of the day, Martinelli got 3 points yesterday, because I believe he was subbed off before Wolves scored, I think. Plus the 4 points of the -4. So I'm beating Martinelli by 1 point with Saka. Gabriel in for Cash. Well, Cash doesn't play today unless he comes off the bench. And he's another one where people are, the likes of Dan, for example, they've got Cash starting. I don't know who he's got as first sub, but Cash is playing for Dan, or was playing for Dan. So I'm kind of hoping Matty Cash comes on at some point, but will he or won't he? I don't have a clue. But as it stands right this second, I'm a -2 on that particular move with Gabriel. Obviously, as I said on the prediction screen, that Arsenal always seem to concede sloppy goals, and that's exactly at home, never away, but at home they always concede sloppy goals. And surprise, surprise, that's exactly what happened yesterday. They conceded a sloppy goal due to a cock-up from the ever-present and the quality Zinchenko. But, whatever. It's a bit frustrating because Jason had Saliba, and I don't know why, but the clean sheet would have just felt so much better with me having 6 points and Jason having 5. I think that feels more better than 2 and a 1 from my personal point of view anyway. But I'm saying that from a selfish point of view. The other players, the Gordon coming in for technically Douglas Luiz. But again, we don't know what Luiz could do today against Bournemouth, and Buemo coming in for Bowen. Again, we don't know what Bowen will do today against Crystal Palace. Jason has Salah captain, so it's going to be really, really interesting to see or hear what Salah does today. Like I said, I don't think this game is going to be that easy for Liverpool. Fulham are no mugs, as they like to say. They're going to make it very difficult. Do I expect Liverpool to win? Yes, obviously. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as what people are thinking it's going to be. Against Sheffield United it will be. Because after Burnley, absolutely annihilated a really, is this pissing people off? Bad Sheffield United team. What the fuck do you think Liverpool are going to do? It's a shame it's not at Anfield. If it was at Anfield, I think that would be like another 8-0. Unfortunately, it's at Sheffield United, so I'm going to drop it down to about 3. But if you've got Salah, Darwin for that game next against Sheffield United, if you're not captaining Salah, then God knows. Because if you're allowing Vitinho, Larson, Koleosho, Taylor to run rings around you, then I don't know what the hell Salah and Sabitzer and whatever the other bloody Liverpool players are going to do to Sheffield United if Liverpool decide to go for it. Because this is one of the big things I keep saying about various predictions and stuff, is that it's all about whether or not the teams want to go for it. Like today, for example, does Pep Guardiola just go, do you know what? I want to absolutely tear Tottenham to shreds, I want to really put a message out there to the Premier League that we're here to win the Premier League, then Man City are going to be absolutely decimating Tottenham and they're going to be scoring 4, 5, 6 goals. However, if Pep Guardiola decides, well, we've got a lot of fixtures coming up, a lot of injuries, I just want to conserve energy, it's going to be 1 or 2-0. So we're going to have to hope that Tottenham, which they should do, and they probably will do, go at it, looking up at it. We're going to have to hope that Tottenham really go for it, score first or score early. Or even if Man City score early and Tottenham still are trying to score, then it could be an absolute murdering for Tottenham. But with the Liverpool game, I just think it's just going to be a professional job today. I think it's just going to be, like I said, 1-0, 2-0. Well, maybe not 1-0, but certainly 2-0, something like that. I think that Karma Baby, I see you're here. Did you not see the message that I sent you on the thing to cover the Aston Villa game? Oh, you're there. I mean, you can still come on if you want. If you want to come on, Karma Baby, just let us know. We've got Cal covering the game. If you want to actually come on while you're watching the game, just let me know in the chat. I'm actually talking of the chat. Let's just quickly say hello to Danny Boy, Kickers, PM, Peter Rep Specky, which I haven't seen that name for the usual line for months. As Jason would say, doing well at FPL, are you? Brian, good afternoon. Faleva, Mr. Scruffy, Mr. Lots, haven't even seen that name for a while. Doing well at FPL, are you? Lloyd JJ, Stewie Brian, Gobby, Karma Baby just mentioned, Kickers just mentioned there. And yeah, welcome everybody, because like I said, it's going to be one of those where I think this should be quite a good game, especially after yesterday where we had lots of goals scored, which was a surprise. And by all accounts, Arsenal were completely all over Wolves as well. But Dread, if you are listening, can you please make your way to the waiting room? Karma Baby, if you are listening, you can make your way to the waiting room on Discord, and then if not, then Cal can then cover the Liverpool game, and then you can cover the Aston Villa game. Let's quickly bring on Cal and Edgeworth, because they're covering the games as well. Let's bring on Cal. That's an impression of animations, actually. Oh, yeah. No, wait a minute. I'm doing a Chris Tarrant there. I'm going to have to try and do that again. Anyway, let's bring on Cal quickly. Hello, Cal.
Hello.
Good afternoon. You may be covering the Liverpool game after all, because Dread FPL has decided to go radio silent. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I can swap over. It'll be a bit more interesting than Villa Bournemouth.
Well, we'll find out from Karma Baby in a minute. Let's bring on Edgeworth. Edgeworth, hello.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You looking forward to your game, Brighton versus Chelsea?
Well, I was until Palmer was benched.
Any reason behind this? Has there been any talk in the whatever you're watching?
Nah, I think I think it's just whatever happened yesterday.
And what happened yesterday?
Apparently there was rumours that he had a niggle or something, and I'm guessing he does have it, but it's not as bad as everyone thought.
Okay, that's fair enough. Bloody hell. Aussie boys here. Jesus Christ, that's incredible. Alex Sweet, good afternoon. Kick Your Ass TV, haven't seen that for a while. FPL Matty, good afternoon, pal. Bloody hell, what's going on here? We're having people coming out of the woodwork, and then finally with Karma Baby. Hello. Hello, Karma Baby. Come on, you know how to work Discord, mate.
Hello.
Yes, hello there, Karma Baby. Cal says your game's going to be pretty boring. Are you thinking it's going to be a boring game? Because I think it'd be quite exciting.
Nah. I Villa have lined up a very attacking team. And I think Bournemouth are pretty good going forward on the counter. I think it's going to be a decent game. I might change my prediction actually. I went for 1-1, but I'm thinking maybe 2-2 or something like that might be.
Oh, interesting. You're expecting maybe a 2-2?
Something like that. I think there could be at least 3 goals in this game now.
No, well, so do I, to be honest. I think it'd be quite a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Karma, baby, what's going on here? You sound very down and...
I'm fine. I was just thinking of you about 15 minutes ago before I saw your message on Discord. I was in Tesco.
Oh, right. Everybody looking happy, are they? Wearing their Christmas jumpers?
I was in the fruit and veg section in Tesco.
Oh, right. I don't think you even do... Have you ever listened to the Total Stevo podcast, any of the Tesco stories by any chance? If I was to say to you, cucumber...
I listen in occasionally.
If I was to say cucumber, does that ring a bell?
I had seen him last week, and this girl had come up to him in the fruit and veg section, and she said, "Excuse me, could you tell me where your hard drives are?" And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, who goes into Tesco to buy a hard drive in the first place?"
A lot of people do.
In the fruit and veg section where the hard drives.
Well, well, it's better than saying, excuse me, where's the fruit and veg, which is normally what I would get. Cal, what are you expecting from your game? You and Dredd will be here in a minute. Dredd will come on in a second. But Cal, what are you expecting from the Liverpool game today?
I'm expecting people that have knee-jerked Kelleher in to pay the price for that. So I'm expecting Fulham goal.
Brilliant.
I'm sort of thinking 3-1 to Liverpool. I think Liverpool have got too much to them, but I don't think... Alisson's kept Liverpool's clean sheets. Kelleher hasn't, so there's definitely a goal for both sides in this.
Edgeworth, Brighton, Chelsea, Brighton, what are you thinking in that game, score-wise?
Funny enough, I think 3-1 as well to Chelsea. And I just think that Brighton team is so weak. I mean... No Gross. They have an 18-year-old CDM in there, and their F back is a 19-year-old. I just think Chelsea will go past them 3-1.
Yep, I agree. I'm going with Chelsea. I think I went 2-1, but yeah, 2-3-1 to Chelsea. Liverpool, I'm gonna go 2-0. And the game that you're covering, Karma Baby, Aston Villa, I'm going with a 2-1 victory to you guys. My game here, West Ham versus Crystal Palace, I'm going with the fact that Bowen's now playing. I'm going to go with a West Ham victory of 2-1. Hello, Dredd.
Hello.
Good afternoon, my friend. What have you been up to this afternoon? In Discord, it looks like.
Well, yeah, I've been in Discord just during the morning, but yeah, just chilling out, really.
Well, you can chill out with all of us now, because I'm assuming you will be watching the Liverpool game?
Yes, I shall be.
Excellent. Well, I've just kicked off here at the London Stadium. I'm assuming you guys have all kicked off with your games?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, no, please try not to spoil other people's games. I know Cal and Dredd, you're both watching Liverpool. Obviously, that makes sense. But any other matches that come through, try not to spoil. So, for argument's sake, if I'm watching the game and I see... for whatever reason, I'm ahead. Liverpool have scored. I'm going to try and keep my mouth shut. But Dredd, you had a good week last week from what I remember. You had your vice captaincy come through with Salah. Who did you go with this week, captaincy-wise?
Got Haaland captain this week.
Oh, you went with Haaland in the end?
Yeah.
Are you expecting... what are you actually expecting from your game against Fulham today? Because Cal's expecting Fulham to score.
No, I'm expecting a 3 or 4-0, really.
Real 4-0. I'm just hoping for the clean sheet, mate, if I'm honest with you. Wait a minute. Is Simicast starting today?
Yes.
Thank God for that. I didn't even see his name. I completely forgotten. Christ almighty. Blimey. Gobby is saying here that he still hasn't used his wild card. Have you not used your wildcard, Gobby? Are you actually James from Planet FPL in disguise? People are saying Game Week 19, Gobby. Have you got a thought, any of that, guys, on a potential wildcard, when to use it? Good answer.
Well, you dead end into 18 and use it coming out, right?
Say that again, Dread.
Dead ends into 18 or whatever the blank is, and then use it to come out of it.
Dead end into 18. What do you mean by that? Because of the blank with Man City.
Yeah, the blank game week, yeah. You can tailor your team towards that, and then use your wild card for 20.
Yeah, getting rid of that triple Brentford. Oh wait, no one's got triple Brentford. Man City triple. Oh yeah, no one's got that.
Exactly. That's why you can be differential. Right?
Who do Man City and Brentford have in 19?
Good question. Just a quick one. Alex Follow, good afternoon, mate. Well done on your Collio show pick. Very, very lucky. Very, very lucky with that, because literally a few seconds, well, you'll be fully aware, a few seconds after that, he was substituted off. So, very fortuitous. But he performed very well against a very, very shoddy Sheffield United team. In fact, Dredd, you're going to be excited for the midweek, because obviously you've got Sheffield United up next, and I think that if you want to, you're going to tear them a new one. Oh, and also a question for you. Is Núñez going to start that game, or do you think Gakpo will start it?
Well, depends how many minutes he gets in this game, I think. But I'd expect him to. I think he would start, to be honest. Give him some confidence, like fill his boots and stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, as a differential captaincy, Darwin against Sheffield United legitimately could be a really good option. Like a really good option here. With 3.5 minutes or so into this West Ham game, I think Crystal Palace have been the more attacking of the two. If I'm honest, I'm just desperately needing Crystal Palace to score in this game to stop those Areola clean sheets, which I think, even though I'm predicting this to be 1-1, I think there's a good chance that West Ham could keep a clean sheet in this. Cal, so far in the Liverpool game, anything of interest happen whatsoever?
Bit back and forth. Fulham started well. Diaz had a shot on target, but straight at the keeper. But aside from that, Fulham are doing well to actually keep Liverpool just, at the halfway line at the moment.
Edgeworth, anything of note in the Chelsea-Brighton game?
Yeah. So we had Brighton picked the ball in the box, and Adringa was chasing the ball that Diaz, I think, had control, and Sanchez just wiped him out. But it's not a pen because Diaz had control of the ball. But yeah, it's mainly been Brighton control.
Yeah, that's what you'd expect. And anything from, as Crystal Palace are in the box at the moment, they're trying to get a shot away, well defended by West Ham. Karma Baby, anything of note in the Aston Villa game?
Nothing yet. Douglas Luiz just had a shot parried wide for a corner. The most interesting thing is the lineup. Zaniolo is actually playing up front in a front two alongside Watkins. I know a lot of people might be interested in Diaby and Cash. They were dropped. Kamara has been dropped.
Hold a minute. Diaby dropped. Someone in the Discord moderator said that he starts.
Nope.
No. Dear. Ban the guy. Where's Brew when you need him? Ban him. Karma Baby, we haven't actually heard much from the Sunday surgery from you. Any words for Jason regarding his attacks on Douglas Luiz? I know you chat a lot in the chat, but now you can actually air your point of view.
I think Douglas Luiz is a really good player. I actually got rid of him this week because I had money in the bank for Saka. But then Douglas Luiz returned and got 7 points. I think he's well worth his price. He's got tricky fixtures though, so I thought there would have been better options. But then I held on to Palmer, but then I see Palmer get dropped. So I think he's a good differential in that price bracket of like Gordon, Palmer, Luiz, and Mbeumo, those kind of players that you want. So yeah, no, I'm fine with that pick. I think he's very good as an alternative to for game week 18 as well because he's got a blank. So
Is Edgeworth? Do you reckon Palmer comes off the bench?
Oh my God, the Brighton keeper just went past Jackson. Yeah, I think Palmer comes off the bench. I think towards the end of the game when the defenders are tired, his balls over the top we saw against Spurs will be really useful. And yeah, I think he comes on.
Dread, I've missed these watch-alongs with the community. It's been about 3 years, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, see, these used to be part of the staple diet of Elite FPL, and yeah, they've always been immense, great fun.
Well, I think that Wednesday, isn't it? Wednesdays when there's a majority of games. I think this Wednesday will be. Well, we're going to try and get as many people, well, not as many people as we can, but just get people from the community to come on like today. I think this Christmas period is going to be something of interest for a lot of the members, covering the games and whatnot, because we've got, is it 6 games on Wednesday?
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be covering, because I think it's 4 7:30s and then 2 8:15 in that particular fixture. How did Man United look last night?
Trash.
Say that again? Trash.
Complete trash.
In what sense?
It's like watching Harry Redknapp manage Man United. It's like go out and play your position. Like no tactics in attack, like no link up play. Just sit, defend, and try and counter. And it's just garbage. It's horrible to watch. I'd hate to be a Man United fan right now.
This news on Anthony Gordon being injured, I mean, he looked perfectly fine in the interview. I mean, is this just a load of nonsense?
Yeah, but sure, Eddie Howe's a liar anyway. He does that all the time.
But what did he say? Did he say that there's been a problem with Anthony Gordon in that game?
I didn't see what he said, but he has a record of saying players are injured when they're not. So I just ignore everything he says from now on.
Okay. Because when I saw something that it was someone in Discord actually, they said that it's typical. I bring Gordon and he gets injured.
Oh, it's a goal to Bournemouth, and it looks onside as well.
If you wish to, I can confirm. That's Semenyo by the looks of it.
Oh,
Mo Salah had a
He's the
goal
guy with the
ruled out.
dreadlocks.
Yeah, Mo Salah had a goal ruled out for offside on the other end. Szoboszlai had a long shot, parried, long VAR call, definitely offside, but then they've just gone straight back up the other side. And, yeah.
So Bournemouth has scored through Semenya?
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like a Tavernier assist, or I'm not 100% sure. Maybe
I think it's Christie.
Is it?
This might be Christie.
Well, that's not good, is it, Karma Baby, for a team that's challenging for the top, well, wanting to be challenging for the top 4, surely?
It's a horrible mistake by Ezri Konsa. He just passes the ball back straight out to, I think it was Christie, and Christie just lays in. So, I mean, it's just horrible. Too pedestrian in defence.
Over here, it's just we've had 2 corners back to back, and Sterling absolutely ripping Brighton's fullback apart twice in a row, but nothing's come from it.
Harbour Boy will be loving that. I can't believe his luck, Harbour Boy. The fact that he has somehow kept Sterling since. I'm going to check when Harbour Boy brought Sterling in, because it really annoys me that he owns him. And yeah, Crystal Palace with Edouard there, overhead kick. Going over. I'll tell you what, Crystal Palace have started off well. Elise with a cross into the box, headed back in. Edouard with a slight volley goes over. But yeah, Crystal Palace have started the brighter in this fixture. I mean, the history is suggesting a very high scoring game. These two do score a lot of goals against each other. Yeah, when did Harbour Boy bring in Sterling? It really frustrates me that he has all these points. I mean, Harbour Boy is just going up. Oh, Blonde's now top of the moderator league.
Leno's been down for a while in the Fulham Liverpool match. He might be coming off.
You're joking. Really?
Yeah, he's been down for over 3 or 4 minutes now. Well, longer than that.
So that could be the third goalkeeper injury this weekend. With Sarr, Pope, and now potentially Leno.
Rodak's warming up on the side.
The yellow card for Kluivert in the Bournemouth game. I guess nobody has him. Steve, you have Semenyo, don't you?
No, I mentioned in the members video that it was either him or Chris Wood. I decided with Chris Wood because he had better fixtures rather than just going with a player who was 4.5. And I've now, as you can imagine, regretted that decision. Nottingham Forest. I mean, I only watched like the last 10 minutes of that game, but they were absolutely pants last night. And then from what I read on Twitter, they were really, really poor. And Harbour Boy has had Sterling since he's basically had him all season since game week 4. He brought him in for Rashford. The 27th.
Update on this Sterling v4.
Oh, we got a goal! We got a goal. It is that Kudos? Don't be Kafal with the assist. I think Kafal got the assist. West Ham have scored though. I think Cy Bellamy's Kafal has bloody got the assist. Yeah, Kudos has scored. From the right hand side, a pass out to Kudos, and he's just hit it. And it's just gone through the Crystal Palace defence. And I think Kafal has got the assist. We're just going to see the replay now. So, Cy, if you're listening in, which I doubt you are. So, ball played out to Kafal. Here he comes. Then put across. Yeah, it was a Kafal friggin' assist. Damn. Oh. Doesn't Brew have Kafal as well? I don't know if he played him or not, but blast. Yeah, but Kudos has the goal from absolutely nothing against the runner players, they say, and Crystal Palace are now 1-0 down and is now, well, I'm assuming Crystal Palace will just continue doing what they're doing, trying to get through that solid, well, I say solid, but the way they set up, it's solid. West Ham defence, they just always seem to make stupid mistakes conceding goals, but great. Anything happening since Cow in the Liverpool game?
Leno's back up and he's still on the pitch, so I think that's fine for him. He's got a huge Terry Butcher bandage on, so I think he's continuing on.
Oh, is it like a head injury, is it?
Yeah, when the initial offside goal came through, I think he got clattered into by Diaz or so. 2 of them ran at him, and I think it was just a bit of bad contact.
Does look like he's got a bit of a shiner as well.
But nothing serious to take him off.
Good, like he looks a bit groggy, but
Yeah.
3-on-2
Rodak
for
is
Chelsea.
warming up.
Oh my. Jackson 3-on-2 for Chelsea. Jackson he just ran into the Brighton defender and ruined the 3-on-2. Wow.
Tread, can you just talk me through your extraordinary team this week? You went with I'm just looking here, 4-4-2. You've got the double Newcastle defence, but on the bench, Watkins, I mean, this is just disgusting to look at. Watkins, Bowen, of course, Charlie Taylor with his 10 points. What made you go with Watkins, Bowen bench? Just for the fact that you didn't think they were going to play?
The team. So last game week, I didn't have the faith in the team news, and I wanted to captain Bowen, which I did.
Yeah.
But then, as we all know, he didn't play any part at all. So I had Salah vice captain came through for me. So this week, I decided to err on the side of caution and benched everybody that was like potentially going to be out because I was happy with the 11 that I could put out and everything. So I just benched them because my transfer was to get rid of Cash and bring in Gabriel. So I'd already made my transfer and I wasn't going to take a hit or anything. So yeah, that's what we have. Watkins at first sub and Bowen at second sub. And 10 points from Taylor on third bench. Awesome.
Well, Diaby's going to be coming on at some point. Well, I'm assuming Karma Baby, Diaby will come on.
I think he'll definitely come on because Zaniolo's been poor. He's constantly running into dead ends at the moment. By the way, Semenyo's just gotten a yellow card and he's almost scored a second goal as well. Ezri Konsa is a major problem. I don't know why we're persisting with Ezri Konsa right back. He doesn't know how to play there. So
Can I ask, actually, how does Watkins look? Does he look like he's been carrying an injury or anything?
he doesn't look fit. He looks about 60.
Interesting.
Zaniolo's doing most of the running in the front too.
So yeah, so chances are neither of those two will last the full match then, really, will they?
Yeah, I think there's a very good chance that we'll see what's his name? Colombian young lad that plays for us up front as well.
Because what I'm thinking is that potentially Diaby becomes a quite important asset over this fixture congestion because he's truly the only fit forward they've really got.
1-0 Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez goal. I think
Bloody hell.
Diatti hit it back across the goal and Enzo taps it in. 1-0 Chelsea.
So he finally scores one of his 300 shots on goal then. Wow.
Yeah,
Who got the assist, sorry?
I think Diassi.
Oh.
Easiest goal he could have scored ever. Header across the box, a whole goal open, and he just taps it in.
He's a brilliant player, he is. I remember watching him at the start of the season. He just... If he had shooting boots, he'd be a freak. Like, every shot he seems to take just goes miles wide, but if he could just hit the target, I mean, he'd be on about 5 goals by now.
Update, I think it's Bennett Basher's. It weren't a header, sorry. It was an acrobatic, almost cross to the back stick. But Enzo tapping.
Crystal Palace coming close there. Well defended in the end, but Crystal Palace are up for this. They are going for it. Hughes onto Edouard. I mean, it was the simple block, but Crystal Palace are slowly coming back into the game. They're just going back to the way they were. In fact, I think that, you know, if they had Eze and their Decore...
Goal Villa, Leon Bailey.
No way!
Liverpool have scored from a free kick.
That's a Watkins assist, I think, as well.
Well, it's good for Sky. You think of Watkins' assist, and Liverpool have scored a goal.
Yeah, Trent Alexander, free kick. Zoboslai got tackled, fell over really, and yeah, Trent scored directly from the free kick.
He was legitimately someone I was thinking of bringing in for Sky. If Bowen was out, I was going to be bringing in Trent for Sky. Damn.
It's a beauty of a free kick as well, I've got to say.
Well, I'll tell you what was a beauty of the free kick, and it's gutting. He didn't give us Trippier's last night. That free kick that just... Did it come off the underside of the bar?
I can't remember now.
I'm pretty sure it came off the underside. It's just like...
The Trent one basically just clipped the underside of the bar as it went in, but it was beauty. Leno jumped in the right direction, just didn't get enough on it.
On Liverpool at their free-flowing attack, just constant streams of forwards moving.
It is. They've got quite dominant, but there's a lot of little fouls that are holding them up at the moment.
I'll tell you what, Beckham would have been proud of that free kick. That was amazing.
Well, he's a
will get an assist for that.
Guys, I'm not going to lie, but Semenyo was lucky to be on the pitch. Semenyo should have got...
Sterling plays a ball across and Igor somehow gets there. It was a wide open tap in for Diassi or Jack if Igor didn't get there.
And you're saying here, Karma, maybe Semenyo's lucky to be on the pitch still?
He had a yellow, and then Bailey was trying to attack on the counter, and Semenyo tried to rip the shirt off him. For me, it was a second yellow, but I think just because it's 20 minutes... Oh, Villa are in! It's 2-1. It's 2-1 Villa. And that is Diego Carlos.
Who?
Wow. What?
A ball in deep from the foul that Semenyo committed around halfway, and it was just floated into the box, headed down for Diego Carlos. I have no idea who got the assist.
2-0 here as well. Yevi Colwell goal.
No.
Again, the ball goes across the box again. First, it's cleared off the line, but apparently it's in. 2-0 Chelsea.
Do you know who's got Colwell, don't you? Dan. Flaming hell. Oh, Bowen. Oh.
Number 15, Jackson assist.
Jackson got the assist, did he?
Yep.
Last.
It looks like a look at the assist for the. Yeah.
Digne again.
Assist for the. Yeah.
What is it about Digne this season? He seems to be getting assists or goals every other week.
He's been one of our best players. He's been excellent.
And all these people coming out, well, he's going to be dropped. He's going to be dropped. Is he going to be dropped? Garma, baby, is he actually going to be dropped? Because I don't think he will be.
Really well in the European game. I think it'll be a rotation between him and Moreno. Like, Moreno will definitely impact his minutes, but you see Digne start the game still.
I think Digne has been the better asset than Cash, really.
Yes.
We've all missed it.
Absolutely agree with that.
VAR checking a possible offside in the Villa goal. Sorry, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
Oh, really?
I think it's going to stand, but I'm not 100% sure.
You told us the goal about 15 minutes ago, and now you're telling us they're checking that.
I know. I don't know why it's taken so long to. The VAR's been looking at it forever, but it hadn't come up in the commentary. Game hasn't kicked off yet.
Just want to say, chat, that I know you're here. I'm just deliberately not reading at the moment because I don't want any spoilers for myself or anything. So hopefully you're all doing well. As ever, make sure that if you are brand new around here, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you are enjoying this watch on stream.
Do you remember what I said about Kelleher?
Oh, don't tell me he's conceded.
I won't then.
Oh, you're joking. It's 1-1.
Yeah, it looks like
Who the hell scores for Fulham?
Wilson by the looks of it.
Ah, no way.
I don't know what this VR check is because the angle they have is ridiculous. They're constantly zooming in and zoom out. There's no lines being drawn on the pitch. I don't know. It's going on forever.
Yeah.
How the hell have Liverpool conceded Cowell Dread? What's going on here?
Matip passed just straight to them.
That Villa goes offside. It's 1-1, guys. Yeah, it's going to be cancelled.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think
Matip was offside from the free kick.
Yeah, the Fulham goal. Matip just passed it straight to the Fulham attack. Iwobi ran down the side and slid it in, and Wilson just got between two people and it went straight in.
So it doesn't matter whether the world's greatest goalkeeper was in there or not, they were still going to score that.
I don't know. I'm rewatching it now. I think Alisson probably would have done something there. Like there was no Trent. Just the right back for Liverpool just terrible.
It's the age-old story of player comes back to his old club, scores a goal.
Yeah.
Like there's so many errors there. Like Trent is nowhere. There's two Fulham players just on his, where he should be, and it just goes through Kelleher's legs. And Matip, lost his man. It was just.
So, from a fantasy football perspective, we've had one popular asset in Watkins. That's it. Get an assist. Is that right? Oh, and Kudos and Kafal, I suppose. They're popular enough. West Ham.
A lot of people still have Areola as well.
Well, we've still got 70. Well, yeah, 76 minutes or so to go in this game, including stoppage time. I still think that Crystal Palace have got a very good chance of scoring. They have been by far the better team in this, and they seem to be just trying to hit Crystal Palace on the counter attack. I've actually been quite impressed with Crystal Palace, to be fair. It's just when it comes to the last third, they don't exactly look like, a bit like Burnley really. They look decent in the middle of the park and everything, but then when it comes to the final third, they just can't seem to hit a barn door. But yeah, what a shame. So 1-1 between Bournemouth and Aston Villa. 2-0 Chelsea. I tell you what, Edgeworth, it sounds like Chelsea are having a bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell Brighton are missing the experience of Dunk at the back. I mean, since they've got a bit of control now, but both goals, they just looked all over the place and they didn't know what they were doing. You can tell they have a bit of youth in their team. I'm missing someone like Dunk at the back.
Yeah, I'm just looking at WhoScored.com. Worst rated players. Kellier and Matip. Kellier on 5.8, Matip 5.9. Everybody else is at least a minimum of 6 or more. I mean, Bassey and Reed of Fulham are on 5.9, but Kellier.
Oh my God. The ball goes back to Sanchez. He miscontrols it and somehow keeps it in. Oh my God, Sanchez.
Need Brighton to score. Desperately need Brighton to score.
I mean, Sanchez nearly did it for Brighton just then.
AU with a long range effort there, miles wide. So Dan, I know he's got Colwill, and the answer is, will he be coming off the bench? Does Matty Cash come off the bench, Karma?
If he's fit, I'll be surprised if he doesn't. It's just not working for Konsa on that side. I don't know why he pushes them at right back.
Because him blocking off Colwill would be amazing. If Palmer and Cash come on for like a 5-minute cameo and only get a point each, Dan is going to be fuming because there's Colwill on his bench there with, as it stands right now, 7 points. Oh, I'll tell you what, that Kellier. Liverpool conceding, that's really bloody hurt. That's a bastard. Regarding FPL assets, really, so in the Bournemouth versus Aston Villa game, really popular assets, it's Watkins with the assist. Chelsea game, popular assets, anybody there? Not really. You've then got Liverpool game, could you argue Trent is a popular asset? No. And then we've got West Ham with, if anybody, Kudos. Quite a few teams may have him instead of Bowen, but really so far in the games, which are Bournemouth 1, Aston Villa 1, Aston Villa having their second goal. What was the actual reason as to why it was just offside, Carm?
Digne was offside from the first free kick, and he headed it down for Carlos to score. So,
how many minutes did you?
Oh, 4 minutes at least, and the angle they were showing in the replay was so poor, like it was way behind the play. So I don't know how they could have calculated it.
Okay.
They are such a joke, man.
So that'll be added on to the first half at least.
Yeah.
Have Aston Villa kind of like settled down?
No, it's been all Bournemouth since then.
And Dread, Liverpool, since Fulham have scored, are they just like hungry for the second goal, or are Fulham actually doing defensively well enough to hold them off?
I'd say Fulham are doing defensively enough to keep us at bay and everything. It's sort of I don't know. It seems like that's a bit of a lull in the game. I think we're probably getting our heads back together from going 1-0, letting them get a goal basically. So we'll see how that plays out.
Are you happy with the FA Cup draw? Did you see that?
Yeah, we're playing Arsenal, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
I can't believe all the Premier League teams seem to have all been drawn at home. It's ridiculous. Just what a coincidence.
Yeah, it's all good. We've got to play the big teams sometimes. So
well, not in the FA Cup, not the third round. The likelihood of, there was quite a few Premier League ties in there, and considering how many teams are in the third round draw, I can't think off the top of my head the exact Premier League ties, but you had. I know that there's obviously you guys against Arsenal. There's us away at Tottenham. God's sake.
I think Everton v West Ham, or is Everton v another Prem team? I'm not sure who as well.
Okay. So that's 6 of the 20 being of Premier League teams drawn together. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what the chance of that is, but
Conor Gallagher booking here. It's about his 5th late tackle. The ref has finally gave a card for a tackle. There's been quite a few.
I heard it. Oh my God, the Karma baby. What's happened?
Martinez just a point blank save from about 4 yards from goal there, saved our bacon. I'm not quite sure. I think it was Solanke. Oh Jesus, Solanke's just missed a sitter from 2 yards. Bournemouth could be ahead here. It was just drilled across the box by Semedo, and Solanke just couldn't get on the end of it from 2 yards. And they just a few minutes, a minute earlier than that, so Solanke had a chance. It was just he tried to hit it low past Martinez, and Martinez got down to make an amazing point blank save.
Who's your captain this week, Carm?
I'm on Haaland this week.
In fact, who's your captain, Cal?
Haaland.
Edgeworth?
Salah.
So you're the only one here with Salah?
Yep.
And how has Salah looked, Cal, today so far?
Offside goal for him. He's looked good. He's nicked a few things, but Fulham are currently doing really well. Wilson was nearly 1-on-1, but he tried to back pass it to Iwobi and missed the opportunity. So Fulham could be 2-1 up, but it's not like defensively both teams look a bit suspect.
Well, Fulham looked terrible against Wolves on Monday evening the other day. They looked really, really bad. And well, the history did say it's going to be a very tight game. Quite a couple of 1-0s. I think there was a 1-1 in there as well. I think that the most goals a team had scored is literally just 2. So the history wasn't suggesting it was going to be a battering. Same as the Bournemouth game, actually, Karma Baby. Was it 4 results out of the last 6? It's been 2-1 and 3 of them worth to Bournemouth?
Oh, I think we've lost 4 in a row against Bournemouth, haven't we?
Let me read here. Yeah, 3 times Bournemouth have beat you 2-1 and once 2-0. So you cannot stand playing them.
Oh, yeah. I think under Emery, we beat them 3-0 last time we played them, but it wasn't like a really convincing 3-0. It was just Bournemouth had an off day. But today, Bournemouth have been the better team so far by a mile. They should be 3-1 up.
Well, Crystal Palace have got a free kick here. It's perfect Trippier / Trent Alexander-Arnold distance here. I'm assuming he'll be taking it on. I can't see any advantage of trying to cross it into the box personally. I can't quite work out who that is. It's number 16. Is he going to go for goal? He is, and it's... Oh! It just took a deflect. It was... Is that Anderson? Yeah, it's Anderson that took a free kick. Took a deflection and just... Let's have a look at this here. So this is Anderson. Takes a free kick. Took a big deflection and just... I'll tell you what. That's just gone past the post. Areola's left. Crystal Palace's right. So Anderson could have had a very fortuitous goal from an Alvarez deflection there. That's a point. There was a goal scored yesterday and I can't get... Oh, it was Mbermo. How did Mbermo get the assist for that Ben Mee when Ben Mee headed it onto a defender for the... It
was going to go in, that Mee goal. Like, it was going to go in at the far post.
Right, okay.
Deflected, so I think they looked at it and went, it was going to go in regardless. So they didn't give it as an own goal. Otherwise, Morris would feel hard done by.
I always find those decisions a bit dubious. The deflection looked pretty, within reason, pretty big to me. I think that personally should have been an own goal, even though I'm an Mbermo owner. But I don't think that should have been a Burma assist. I think it should have been an own goal and Ben Mee assist, but whatever. We have a yellow card for... Ward-Prowse has just received a yellow card.
Lively in this one, but he's one touch away from scoring like in a couple of times now. It's been very close.
Well, like I say, against Sheffield United, I think he's going to have a lot of fun versus them guys, because, like I say, if the Burnley boys, who are absolutely terrible, can do the damage that they did, then I don't know what the hell Liverpool are going to do. Especially if, I'll tell you what, especially if Liverpool come away with this with only like a sloppy 2-1. You were saying that it was Aston Villa, it was on the March the 18th of March, Karma Baby, 3-0. But prior to that, you'd lost to Bournemouth 4 times in a row.
Yeah. It's true.
This game here is turned into almost a ball fest. The ball's just in the midfield of the pitch, and it just seems to stay there. I don't think either team's been inside each other's box in about 10 minutes. Oh yeah.
Isn't by any chance in Cuckoo, is he on the bench at all, or is he still miles off from coming back?
I haven't checked. I'll do that right now.
Because he's obviously a player. What was that?
There's been a goal, but I'm just trying to see who the assist is.
Well, for Liverpool.
Liverpool goal.
Yeah,
Who scored that?
Alistair.
Who?
Mac. So I'm just watching it back now because I sort of was not paying attention for a second, but McAllister's shot from outside the box and top right hand corner.
So the question is, who passed the ball to McAllister?
That's what I'm just going to check.
Fred, are you going to correspond here with doing any work out? Who got the ball there?
I'm trying to work it out myself. Who passed it? Who was that pass? Was that Van Dijk?
Trying to figure it, but it was a really good goal. It's
an absolute screamer.
reminds me of the Shah goal versus at PSG. It was that sort of level of hit.
No one Cuckoo on the bench, by the way, Steve.
Oh, okay.
I think it is, looking at it. Oh, no. Diaz is the last person for Liverpool that have it, but Fulham gave it to McAllister.
Oh.
So I don't know if there will be an
No,
assist.
I don't think. Yeah, there probably won't be an assist then.
Brilliant. Another player that no one owns. Oh, crying out loud. Well, we got a corner here for West Ham. Is this really going to be a day of where we're relying on Crystal Palace to score and Salah to blank? Crying out loud.
Oh, don't say that, man.
What was that, like 30-yard screamer? What a goal that was.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, Mudryk. Oh, Mudryk shot outside the box just past the post. It seems to Cruyff turned the defender and gets a shot off and just wide.
Chat, I'll be reading all your messages in the second, well, in the half-time break, so I'm not ignoring you. It's just the fact that I don't want anything potentially spoiled. I just want to say thanks everybody for watching in and making sure that you're enjoying the stream. Make sure you hit the like button. There's 100 people watching at the moment. Make sure that if you are brand new around here, you are hitting the subscribe button. We are going live tonight for Sunday Surgery, so make sure that you tune into mine and Jason's Sunday Surgery, where you guys will be joining us to discuss your team's problems, issues. Although I won't be discussing anything because I've just said that I'm just leaving my team as it is for the next well, God knows how many weeks, because I just cannot be bothered to touch. I'm just approaching it like Sky. Dred, you're playing Sky at the moment. How are you enjoying it this season?
Oh, it's a big learning curve for me. I've not really paid as much attention to it as I would have liked to have done. So I'm just sort of like trying to figure my way through it, really. I don't think I'm doing very well. I never really check my rank or whatever.
Why don't you concentrate on it? Because you, again, like Fire Talk, you seem to be the kind of person that would actually take advantage of the strategy side of things in Sky.
Well, it's because I'm more engrossed in the FPL game, and you know, I'm really trying to apply just different processes that are coming to me this season for the first time. So maybe next season I'll spend more time on it, but for now I'm extremely casual with it.
Did you go to the FPL meets last week? Was it last week?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't go. No. Are you going to the FPL Juice 5-a-side?
No, I'm not going there either.
Let us know in the chat if you're going. It's next week. So next week, Sunday, FPL Juice are doing their 5-a-side tournament. The good thing is that they're actually live streaming it as well. That'd be cool. But I'll be going along only because Adelia is going to be doing baking, Dread. So
no, right? I'm gutted about that because she makes exceedingly good cake.
I'm going to be. I may message her and just say, look, can you just have a stall for me alone?
Mate, I get that because it's very hard when, like, you know, she makes a cake, she brings them to the events and everything, and I have to say to myself beforehand, like, I can only have one of these. Because
fuck off.
I have to go around to everybody else that's there, right? But mate, I could easily sit there and just eat a lot.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I think there's going to be quite a lot of people going because I think they've got 4 or 5. Well, no, it won't be 5 teams. It'll be six teams. I think they've got. Fantasy Football Scout. Was that someone trying to interrupt then? Was someone going to say something then? No?
No.
There might be a very quiet Chelsea fan at the moment.
Why is that?
It looks like Brighton have scored from what I'm hearing.
Oh, Edgeworth. What's going on?
Oh, I must be 30 seconds behind, but I'll tell you as it happens.
Okay, well, we'll stick with you then, Edgeworth. Just commentate through what's happening.
So Brighton Coventry have the ball inside their half, played the ball out wide to Adringa. Adringa pass 1, pass 2 to number Diana Wanati. Oh my god, what a finish! Bonatti, so Adringa passes it to Diana, and then Diana passes it to Bonatti, and Bonatti goes on his left foot and just almost side foots it into the far corner. So amazing work goal from Brighton, from Adringa going past one or two men to passing it across the pitch to Bonatti's finish. Really good goal from Brighton.
I didn't recognise any of the Brighton players, Edgeworth, if I'm honest with you, and you've just told me a player who I have no idea who it is. Who is this person that scored? I mean, I don't have a clue.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you either.
Okay.
To be honest.
Matoma, is he not? I know he's not starting. Is he on the bench?
Yeah, I saw him warming up on the bench about 5 minutes ago. But
this is Nuclear Atoms was making the point about
9 minutes extra half time.
Oh my god!
At Liverpool.
Jesus.
What's happened?
Back at it. Amazing save from, I think, Still, that is in goal. Fingertips on it. And another amazing save from Still. Is it Still?
I think Steele's in goal. Yeah, you are right. Yeah.
Either way, 2 amazing saves from Still. The first one, I don't know how it hasn't gone in, and the second one also a good save.
You probably want to stick with Chelsea as well.
All right, no spoilers, Cal. Come on.
I need to catch my breath here.
Yeah, nothing's happening in the Liverpool match.
Yeah. Well, what is it's literally what since it's gone 1-1? It's just 2-1. In fact, it's just kind of like gone defensive wise.
There's a very interesting spoiler in the chat right now. I'm very interested to hear about that one.
Don't say anything.
Shall we do the honors?
We're just setting him up for it. He can do the running commentary of it.
Well, it's half time at West Ham. 1-0 to West Ham, and I think this is how the game's going to end.
It's a red card for Conor Gallagher.
No way.
I mean, he's on a booking, yeah, and he just gets none of the ball and just takes the man out.
Is it a straight red or second yellow?
Here it says a red card, but he gets none of the ball. It's so stupid from Connor. That is so stupid.
Great. So Chelsea now down to 10 men. I was hoping you were going to say Sterling or something. But
Is it a second yellow for Gallagher? Straight red.
It's said a straight red, but I think it may be. I don't see why it would be. I think it may be a second yellow. I'll see in a minute. I'm just watching Brighton fans wave at Connor at the moment.
Well, we've got some interesting developments in the Liverpool match.
Kelly, a yellow card?
No. It looks like it's all evens now.
Oh my!
All evens.
Fulham, yep. Fulham have got the ball in the net. There's a big VAR check going on. Tete seems to be the scorer by the looks of it. It's from a corner, and it's just gone straight through. And VAR are checking it.
A time when Liverpool.
VAR's checking.
Time when Liverpool can be challenging for the title this year, and they're cocking it up against bloody Fulham.
It was a second booking, by the way.
Okay. So what's that? 1 match ban only?
Yep.
Villa are in. Oh, holy!
By the way, if the Fulham goal stands, it's a Jimenez assist by the looks of it. I think Raul kicked it to Tete, who just punted it over.
And what are they checking here? Offside or something?
Yeah, it's an offside check, but it definitely looks like the goal should stand. So, just waiting for the confirm. It's whether there's interference of play rather than anything else.
And Karma Baby, what was happening then?
Oh, all action in the Bournemouth game towards the last few minutes. Christie was clean in on goal. Should have been 2-1 Bournemouth, but Konsa recovered with an amazing challenge. And then there was a great save from Neto, point blank. And then as Luis was trying to follow up on the rebound, he was fouled just on the edge of the box. That Villa were calling for a penalty, but I think it was just outside the box. So Douglas Luis now has a free kick right on the edge of the box, which will be the last kick of the game, I think.
Great.
I don't know why they're still VAR checking this. It's the most obvious goal in the world.
Well, it's like with all these VAR decisions, it's just trying to make...
Kelleher has made a complete hash of it, though. He is not... it's a low ball. Tete just toe pokes it. Kelleher, it hits his foot, and he bounces off his own foot and into the goal. If that was Alisson, this would be saved. This would be 2-0 to Liverpool.
Have you got an agenda against Alisson, Kelly or something? Is Alisson your best mate?
Liverpool have only kept clean sheets because Alisson has done so. The goal stands, by the way, it has been confirmed. But yeah, people the Liverpool defence is not good. Everyone's transferred Kelleher in, and they don't seem to understand. That you've got Matip, and Van Dijk is just a shadow of who he used to be.
This free kick is in lovely range for Luca Digne with his left foot here.
Luca Digne is going to be taking it.
I think it will be him. He's standing over it, and it's perfect for a left footer. So
they're not doing that ridiculous covering their mouths and then talking into each other's shoulders like they were doing the other day. That was ridiculous.
It might be Luis. Luis has placed the ball, but it should be better placed for.
Well, someone on Twitter said that my -16 did well. I said, look, my players haven't played yet.
Oh, my days. My agenda continues, by the way.
What's happened?
Fulham have got
into the wall, and it's gone out for a goal kick.
Fulham have got the ball in the net again, but
what?
Being checked for offside check.
Sorry, what? This is Fulham of 2023, not 2009 with Danny Murphy. What's going on?
Yeah, and offside. Yeah, it's been ruled. Tim Ream had the ball in the back of the net. It's set pieces. Liverpool can't defend them.
Jesus Christ, this is shocking.
Wait, so it is 2-2?
Almost.
It's definitely 2-2, yeah.
Wow.
Looking for Jack Heinzenwood. Yeah, couldn't tell you who he is, but
Sorry, what was that, Edgeworth? What was that?
it's a booking for Jack Heinzenwood.
Oh, a booking.
Just to give you more news, well, what happened in that goal? Kelleher got the ball and just passed it. Well, punched it straight to Ream, but offside.
Great.
Almost half time here.
How many minutes were added onto your game then, Edgeworth?
5, but we're in the 7th.
And how many minutes were added to your game, Karma Baby?
8, and we're in that last minute now.
And how many more minutes left in your game, Cal?
About 3 or 4. There was 9 minutes of added because Leno went down early.
So my transfer of Areola out for Kelleher. So it's half time at yours, yeah, Edgeworth? Yeah.
Yeah, half time, 2-1 Chelsea. Red card, Conor Gallagher.
Well, like I said, it's 1-0 to West Ham here, and to be honest, this game has got either... Well, we'll call our predictions when we get more closer to second half, but this has got either 1-0 West Ham finishing, 2-0 or 1-1. That's the only way I'm seeing this game as it stands right now. Let's just quickly look in the chat then. It's just there's a lot of talk here. A lot.
Dom Solanke's a disgrace to football.
Why is that?
He's just gotten kicked in the stomach, but he's rolling around holding his face. Like, I hate these players who go down holding their head and holding their face as if they've been hit in the head. Like, it's just nonsense. Like, he hasn't been hit that hard, and he's just play acting to try and see out the game, the half. It's just stupid.
God, what a grim afternoon so far. Has anybody here, Dread, have you had any returns today? Watkins? No, he's on your bench.
Watkins on my bench, yeah.
I sold Watkins for Isak.
What?
I started Watkins.
Hold on a minute. You sold Watkins for Isaac, Karma Baby?
Yes, I did. I looked at the fixtures. I saw the flag. It made sense to me.
And Cal, you've got Watkins playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
Edgeworth, have you had anybody do anything for you today?
Yeah, I got Watkins as well.
Oh, you got Watkins as well. So it's just basically...
I've got Lascelles on the bench who I want to come off, but I think Palmer will come on later.
Oh, Lascelles is your first sub?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, according to... who was it here? Someone said about... what do we call it? It's an end-to-end game, apparently, in your match, Cal.
Yeah, it keeps going. Liverpool are testing Leno quite heavily at the moment, but Liverpool just don't look good at the back.
Aussie boy saying here, Van Dijk, a shadow of what he used to be. He's been in some of the best form this season. What do you say to that, Cal?
Not compared to what he used to be. Like, look at him 2019, 2020. He was so much better than he is. He just seems to be getting unnecessary fouls, and in fairness, Matip's not making him look bad, but he's not what he was.
Well, let us know in the chat if you've actually had some random player today. I think I saw someone saying that they had Kafau. Edgeworth, a quick question for you. Harbour Boy saying, where is your accent from?
Well, I live in Wimbledon. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what my accent's from. But
I assumed you were northern with your accent.
yeah, I don't know. I was born in Scotland, but I haven't lived in Scotland for about 12, 13 years. So I don't know.
You're only about 14 though, aren't you?
Whoa, I'd 5.
Oh, God. Animations is saying do a 16 Edgeworth this week. What's that all about?
I couldn't tell you.
No, he's just winding you up, I'm guessing. Animation saying I took a -8 this week. United have disappointed me by not scoring past Newcastle, but I guess that's my own fault for not backing Newcastle at home. To be fair, the Man United away at Newcastle, I assumed that Man United may get that goal. If it wasn't for that, well, that goal at whenever Anthony scored it and just Maguire just stupidly just getting in the way, it could have been the 1-1 that I predicted. Gavin Andrews saying here that VAR check at Liverpool was so ridiculous, needed one look, was obvious as hell. They took like 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, they got to make sure it's all bloody, all done correctly and everything. It's just ridiculous. Mac N saying I had double Arsenal defence. It's not looking too bad now with all things considered. Has your game finished yet, Karma Baby?
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. What about you, Cal? Is it all over?
Yeah, half time's up, so fairly even across the board at the moment. But yeah, Salah should have scored. There was just so many that final pass is lacking, but Salah should definitely have a return. I think in the second half he should get one.
Well, I was going to say, for any Salah captainers out there, how hopeful of you on him getting a return in the second half?
I mean, from what I've heard, I'd hope he gets a return, and he's from what I know, away from 200, right? So I would hope he'll get it in this game.
Well,
there's been two or three opportunities where if he'd just passed or somebody passed to him, there would have been a goal. So it's just been a bit rusty, that final shot. They've been really good. I mean, they're scoring from outside the box at the moment, but in the box, they're not actually doing a lot.
How's Darwin and Diaz looked?
Diaz looked good. Darwin, just look at his haircut, and that sort of sums up what he's doing at the moment.
If someone said in the chat, there it is, yeah, Gavin Andrew saying here he should get a yellow card for his haircut. What's wrong with it?
It's like braided. It's like My Little Pony.
Oh, right, okay. Animation said, saying here, I'm hoping that Haaland takes Spurs to the sword. It's more Man City. It's not really Haaland. It's more Man City. Will Man City go at Tottenham? It's all about how Pep Guardiola decides, look, we've got X amount of fixtures across the next X amount of games. I mean, if I look at Man City's upcoming fixtures, once this decides to load up, they have got as follows. So obviously they've got Tottenham today, and then they've got a bit. I'll tell you what, Karma Baby, that game against you lot is legitimately massive for both teams. And I actually think that you could beat them. Am I mad?
No, we can beat anyone, but it's just really a matter of how we recover from the schedule that we've had, and if players can be fit. Like, I think we look a bit jaded today from the European game against Warsaw, and you can tell from the team we put out. I mean, Kamara's suspended, Diaby's not fit, Cash is clearly must not be fit for him to be out of the team today. So if we get the right players back fit, no, we can do damage to any big team. And the thing is, I think we do worse against teams like Wolves and Forest who try to counter, whereas Arsenal and Man City, they're not going to try and counter. Like, they're going to press high against us. So players like Bailey and Watkins are going to get a lot of joy against the high line. So yeah, I think we'll win one of those games against either Man City or Arsenal.
Well, do you want to hear the bad news?
Go on.
You've not beaten them in the last 6. I mean, that's no surprise. I mean, we've just kicked off actually at the West Ham game, so that's been a really quick turnaround here. But your games won't be kicking off for at least another 5 more minutes. But yeah, your fixtures against Man City. When was the last time you got anything from them, Karma Baby? You should note this straight away.
Oh, at least 4 seasons ago.
No, it was last year.
No way, really?
It was last year. You drew with them at your place 1-1.
Fuck, I don't remember that.
That was in September, 3rd of September to be precise. Wow. And yeah, once this decides to load up, it was. Oh, we got a goal! Aston. Oh, he's offside. Kudos, offside. Hold on a minute. We have a goal at West Ham, but it looks like. Is it Susek offside? Sorry. Oh, right. So Kudos had the ball at his feet. Oh, yeah, he's miles offside. Yeah. Puts the ball into the goal scoring machine, Susek. He puts it in the back of the net, but he's standing offside. There's no point in even VAR checking that. It's about as obvious as it gets. Yeah, it was Leon Bailey that scored for you, Karma Baby, in a 1-1 draw.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that one now. Yeah.
Who got the assist for Haaland?
De Bruyne?
Yeah, that's it. And who got the assist for Bailey?
Let me guess.
It's a non-obvious pick.
It's a non-obvious one. Tyrone Mings.
No, it was Ramsey. So it was Ramsey. So there we have it. Yeah, so like I just said, West Ham have just had the ball in the back of the net. Susek being ruled offside. It looks like David Moyes has basically told his boys to really go at it, because in the space of, they've had more attacks in the first 2 minutes and 21 seconds than they think they did in the whole of the first half. So, but like I said, I'm hoping Crystal Palace will take advantage. I'm going to go with a scoreline of West Ham to win this 2-0. What are you predicting the second half? Do you think full time will be for your game, Karma Baby?
I predict that Unai Emery is going to make 2 changes in the second half, and either Villa will get. It'll be maybe a little bit like the Spurs game, where we just kind of grew into the game in the second half and started to control it and eked out a 2-1 win. Or, and this is how I think it will probably go. I think the 2 teams will just cancel each other out in the second half, and it'll end up being a draw.
Or either end up as 1-1 or 2-2.
Yeah. I suspect Matty Cash will be on in the second half, because Ezri Konsa is just exposed on that right side.
Edgeworth, how do you expect your game to end?
I think we're actually going to get more goals. I think it will end 4-3, I'd say.
4-3?
Yeah, I think when Matoma comes on, I think Matoma will get something, and I just don't. I think without Dunk, Brighton's defense is just not good, and I think even with a man down, Chelsea will still get 2 more.
Wow. Dread, how are you expecting your game to end?
I think we've still got enough to win the game. I'm hoping maybe we don't let any more goals in and we score 2. So I'm going to go for 4-2. And
Cal, do you agree with Dread?
Yeah, I think it should go that way. I mean, Liverpool have created chances a lot. I probably wouldn't say 4-2 or something. I'd say 4-3. I think
4-3.
We'll get another. Fulham will get another by the looks of it. It's just
great.
Yeah, it's just such an open game, but Liverpool should get it together in their final third, and then the one person who captained Salah will have fun.
Well, we'll find out. Emerson has gone down. Cresswell has been sent out to warm up. Again, it's not really anything from a FPL perspective. The only thing I will say is that I think I don't know if it's because of the cold weather, why there's been so many injuries this weekend. But certainly, I think we're going to be in for a really interesting next 2 game weeks, with game week 15 happening literally starting on Tuesday. And again, here at Elite FPL, we're going to be bringing you as much as we can. And then obviously, then we're back to it on Saturday, where we kick off with, Crystal Palace at home to Liverpool. And then I believe it's another... Well, it all kicks off again on the Friday. But yeah, I think these next 2 game weeks are going to be absolutely crucial in this. Karma Baby, are you actually enjoying the FPL season this year, or are you just going through the motions and not really giving a shit about it?
I'm really enjoying the football a lot more than the FPL. The FPL, yeah, I think going through the motions is the right way to put it. I find it really hard to... I don't know. I was up around like 250k, and I've gone that back to like over 1 million now. And that, I think there's no excitement in the forward line this season.
Yeah. Oh, how's he missed that? Ball played over the top from Elise, headed back across, or passed across. Edouard was there, or AU, and he's... how the fligging hell has he not scored that?
Second half has started at Chelsea Brighton.
Deflected off Ward-Prowse. How has he not put that in the frigging back of the net? Oh, God almighty. I tell you what, Dread, this Elise, looking good. He's looking good. He's got Bournemouth up next.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, I was only a little bit wary because Eze's gone out and the Core's injured. I was just worried how the build up was going to be and everything. But if he can still do bits when the teams...
Hold on, 1-1. Edouard, score! Yes! Crystal Palace have scored! 1-1.
Oh.
It is Edouard or AU. They look virtually the same, to be honest with you. It is Edouard who scored. Edouard has scored again for Crystal Palace.
There you have it.
So Areola is now 1 point better off than Kelleher. As it stands right this second. Even though Kelleher's cost me 4 points. So actually I'm down by -3 or whatever it works out to be. Yeah, mistake at the back from West Ham. It looked like whoever this was, number 27, plays it into number 19. Out to Emerson. Emerson does a pass back, but he actually basically gives it to Edouard. And in your words, Karma Baby, that's the kind of insight you're going to get from this channel, to be honest with you.
It looks like Chelsea have come out this half with 10 men with a 4-4-1.
Yes, yeah. That normally with teams that play like what do Chelsea normally play, like a 4-3-2-1, something like that? Maybe like almost like a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they normally these teams, they drop back. Who the hell is that? Who? Well, whoever that was, he's just conceded a goal against West Ham, and now me predicting this ending probably going to be 2-0, a goal out of nothing, and that's exactly what happens in football. And I think Crystal Palace will have their tails up, and I think they'll go for it this year. Oh, Karma Baby, have you seen in the Super Brew that Lino is now third, joint points with me?
Of course he is.
Yeah. Hold on a minute, Elise, he's in here, he's dribbling forward, he goes for a long range shot. Collected by Areola. I think that's Areola's first, quote, save of the game.
For anyone interested, Jacob Ramsey has come on for Zaniolo in the Villa game at halftime.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. The player we've just mentioned. So no Matty Cash yet.
I'm going to run to the fridge.
Yeah. Crack on. Carry on. Has the Liverpool game kicked off yet, Cal?
Oh.
Up to.
What's happened there, Edgeworth?
Jordan pits the ball in the back of the net, but in doing so, he's pushed the defender on the floor to get the ball. So no goal.
Someone in chat there, I just noticed this just quickly as I quickly looked at it, saying that Palmer won't come on. What are you thinking? Well, based on the fact they're down to 10 men, what are you now thinking now on the fact that obviously with 10 men now, will Pochettino bring on an attacking player or not?
I think if he was to bring in Palmer, I think Palmer would honestly go into almost like a false 9 for Jackson. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't come on.
Well, he's going to try and rest him for the game against, as I quickly look here, Everton. No, it's not Everton. It's not Everton, sorry. It is Man United. Which,
yeah.
The way both you guys are playing at the moment, 0-0.
Yeah, I mean, I still have hope. Palmer. I think Palmer is the sole creator for Chelsea. I mean, both of these goals today have been from set pieces, so they haven't scored a true open play goal. But yeah, 0-0 wouldn't surprise me.
I think a lot of people got that, maybe even yourself, got their hopes up from that Tottenham game, but if it wasn't for the ridiculous referee that was allowing certain things to be happening in that game, I think Tottenham really should have beat you that night, but obviously it ended up with the scoreline as it did. What was it, 4-1, wasn't
it? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, and even then, when you scored the following 3 goals after it was 1-1 or whatever it was, I wasn't exactly convinced to be like, oh wow, Chelsea looked really, really good against 9 men or 8 men or whatever it bloody was.
The only reason why is because Palmer was involved in all 4 goals that game. And in the game against Brentford, he set up what should have been a goal for Cucurella, and obviously his pens as well. But I think it's unfortunate that he's got a knock, because I think if he was in this game right here, he would probably be able to get something, because the ball's going over the top for Jackson, but it's been through Sterling. And in my opinion, Palmer is better at playing balls over the top than Sterling.
Jackson, the striker in which I think is a perfectly good backup striker, but as someone that can be good as a impact sub, I think Jackson is. I don't think he's a starter. I think if you had I don't know, someone like Harry Kane as a simple example, I think you would be absolutely... I really do think you'd be doing really well this season if you had a really good striker up top. I think defensively you're fine, midfield perfectly fine. It's just the fact that
booking here for Caicedo. Evan Ferguson was on the ball, and Caicedo just another tackle off, not getting the ball at all. I mean, the ref, these happened a lot in the first half, and the ref didn't do anything about him, but he's now starting to. And Dringa plays a ball across the box, but Evan Ferguson is just in front of it.
That's the 3rd or 4th time you've mentioned Dringa. Are you impressed by him?
Yeah, he's creating stuff, but there isn't anyone there to finish it off. So, what's the point of creating stuff if there isn't a finisher?
West Ham with a dangerous free kick. Ward-Prowse, I'm assuming, is going to take this, but there's another player over the top, and Ward-Prowse is going to take it into the wall. It was quite a distance away. I don't think he'd have any chance of scoring. If he did, it would have been a world-class free kick. Cal, anything going on in the Liverpool game? Or Dread?
interesting. I mean,
Goal, Bournemouth.
sorry.
Solanke goal.
Sorry, what?
Solanke has scored for Bournemouth.
No.
It looks like a Semenyo assist. I'm not sure about the assist yet, but it's a Solanke goal for sure. And it's offside.
Alex Vollo. Well, I'm assuming Alex Vollo's still got Solanke in his team. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I'm really hoping it's not Semenyo with the assist. Alex Vollo.
Kirkers, apparently, for the assist.
Yeah, Alex Vollo does have Solanke in his team. And he'll have, if Diaby doesn't come on, he'll have Ferguson coming off. And if Cash doesn't come on, he'll have Anderson coming on. And he's also got Edison coming on for Turner. Yeah, Alex Vollo, the team of players of 0.1% ownership. Just, I mean, Edison in goal, Milenko, Koleosho, Foden, Solanke, Ferguson. No one owns these players, but you know, Alex is doing something clearly right. 266,000th in the world, 8th in the YouTube chat league as it stands right now. Just quickly going through the YouTube chat league right this second. We have Ramanathan top, then it's Ben Walker second. Who's Ben Walker? Anybody know who Ben Walker is? Anybody here? Does it ring a name? Bell?
No.
Nick Treadwell, and then Gravy Dave is fourth. In fact, Ben Walker, if you're in the chat right now, say hello. Quite simple, really. Oh, Solanke of all bloody players. Damn. How's Bowen looking? If I was to say to you, animations, I haven't even noticed that he's been playing. That'll tell you everything. Yeah, I haven't even noticed him, to be honest with you. It's mainly been Crystal Palace in this game, to be completely frank. West Ham are just trying to hit Crystal Palace on the counter-attack. If anybody, Kudos is the one that stands out as he's trying to feed Bowen through, but there's no chance. In fact, I think that was the wrong option. He should have been passing to Paquetá there. And then Kefala's just fouled AU. But, you know, we still got...
Dude. Adringa crosses the ball into the box and Narana takes a touch, flicks it in the air, then he spins and just puts it past the post. I mean, it would have been an amazing goal by Narana, but nah, just wide.
Yes, Bowen is playing, just to let you know. He has started today, and like I said, he's been completely anonymous. But then again, he's always anonymous at home.
3 subs here for Brighton. João Pedro on, Matoma on, and
God.
I think that's Gross on.
Oh dear.
The scorer and...
Brighton to win this 3-2?
Yeah.
Maybe, but they have to make they have to make something of these balls go. Like Adringa's been putting in so many balls, like good balls for them, and they just haven't been doing anything with them.
Hold on.
So James Milner on.
Paquetá over the top there. Emerson just, well, I mean, it would have been a if Haaland was up top, he would have put that in the back of the net. But this is Emerson, and yeah, it's just been blazed wide.
It's coming.
Say that again.
Liverpool goal will come soon. They haven't got one yet, but they've just put 2 wide, hit the bar. Nunes. It's constant at the moment.
Have you got anything to tell the chat regarding Salah?
If Nunes had scored, it would have been an assist to him, but Nunes just hit the bar and straight back out. Like, Nunes should have finished twice now, so maybe it's the haircut.
So he'll be coming off then? he's surely going to be coming off. I'm assuming Gakpo will probably come on for him soon if he's not putting away these chances, because at the end of the day they're losing 2. Well, they're drawing 2-2 at the moment, which for me, if I'm honest, is the surprise result. The fact that not only are you drawing, but the fact that you've conceded 2 goals against Fulham. I mean, that is just that for me is shocking. Conceding 2 against a Fulham team who just cannot. In fact, I'm going to check here to see how many goals Fulham have actually scored away from home, because I don't think it is actually that many. I know Liverpool haven't actually conceded many at home. So Liverpool at home this season they've conceded 2 goals at home. So they've basically conceded the same amount of goals today against Fulham that they have done all of bloody season at home, and then away from home, just to make it even worse. Once this thing decides to click on, which it won't.
Arguably, that is down to not having Alisson. I mean, you have to understand Alisson is an exceptional keeper. I'd argue that neither of the goals that Fulham have scored actually go in the net if Alisson's in goal. So it's
wow.
You know, you can't discount the difference that makes not having arguably best goalkeeper in the world.
Although
between the posts.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I mean, Liverpool away from home, you've conceded 9. So something's clearly going on here where Liverpool at home are, as we all know, I mean, Fulham have scored 6 goals away from home all season. 1-1, drawn 3, lost 3, conceded. In fact, if they draw today, here we are, Karma Baby, a pattern. This is a Fulham draw, loss, draw, loss, draw, loss. If they draw today, another draw. So with that in mind, I mean, like I say, I knew it would be a tough game today, but I was not expecting Fulham to be scoring twice. But I respect your point of view. If you're saying that there's a very high chance that Alisson would have probably not have made the mistakes that Kelleher has done, or would have probably produced saves to stop Fulham from scoring, then it just shows how
Midweek 1-on-1. Oh,
no, nothing. So with 10 men, then Chelsea are still going for it.
Well, I wouldn't really say that. At the start of Brighton's had the ball in Chelsea's half for probably the whole of the game. It was just this one counter that Chelsea managed to get. Jackson plays the ball into Midweek, and Midweek just takes too much time and the keeper gets it. Also, Igor has been booked, and Billy Gilmore has been booked in the last couple minutes.
Who the hell is Igor? I know you've mentioned his name, haven't you?
Centre back. It's actually VAR. VAR is checking a penalty for Midweek. Miller seems to push him as the keeper's collecting the ball.
Great. So Sterling, Harbour Boy, if they get a penalty, will be taking that.
I'm not sure if it's a penalty. I think it's a 50-50 in my opinion. If it's a penalty here, could go either way. James Milner is the one that he's been on the pitch for 4 minutes, and he might have given away a pen.
Oh,
what's happened, Karma?
Oh, Villa had a very nice set piece from a corner there. It was a shot just cleared off. It wasn't exactly off the line, but it was a very, very close. I have a question for Dredd, by the way, if he's listening.
Yeah, go for it.
Is there a chance that Adrian plays ahead of Kelleher if Kelleher's not doing it?
No, I think that I think the club wouldn't hang him out to dry like that. He'd be like, okay, fair enough. There's that.
Yeah.
Let's go again.
I mean,
I watched the refs go into the monitor.
You're joking.
Diaz was shot straight at the keeper again.
I mean, the following game against Sheffield is a good chance for him to,
Right. Yeah. Because I watched Kelleher play for Ireland, and he's been.
Oh, is he Irish?
He is, yeah. He's not. He hasn't been great. He has done well in previous seasons when he's had his chance for Liverpool, but he seems to have regressed a wee bit. He hasn't done great for Ireland there. So I don't know.
Has that penalty been given?
Yeah.
No.
Penalty given.
No.
Penalty given.
So Sterling's going to take it, surely. Well, it's either... Didn't Mudryk
Palmer's
take
not
it?
on the
Mudryk, Palmer isn't on the pitch, and
Oh,
Mudryk won
no.
the pen.
I was going to say, Mudryk, didn't he take one before?
I'm not sure. It's also a booking for James Milner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mudryk was given a goal.
Fernandez is on the penalty.
Oh, of course, yeah. So Fernandez is going to be taking this, is he?
Yeah. Enzo's taking this. No one's taking it off him. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll stick with you then, Edgeworth, and find out if Fernandez can make it 3-1 to 10-man Chelsea against a Brighton team who you said have been absolutely dominant since the second half kicked off.
Yeah, honestly, it was just one counter-attack, and yep, penalty.
So again, Brighton involved in a game in which they concede lots of goals after a European game. Like I said, Burmo was my my original captaincy until I heard how bad Sheffield United were.
Yeah.
Go, Enzo. Down the middle, keeper dive just down the middle, 3-1. Enzo shushes the Brighton fans. Cole Palmer's coming on. Let's go. Come on. Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer's coming on.
One-on-one. Nunes just missed one-on-one again.
Oh my God. Martinez has just saved another point blank from, I think it's from Solanke. Martinez is man of the match for Villa in it, and we're losing 2-1. That'll tell you how much Bournemouth are on top.
Just Nunes is just disappointing. That could have been 2 Salah assists if Nunes could actually hit the barn door.
How long do you think Klopp then waits before he brings on Gakpo for Nunes? If he decides.
Now he doesn't look happy. Klopp doesn't look happy about this.
Palmer's on for Raheem Sterling.
Oh wow, Harbour Boy. Sterling off. Cole Palmer on, but with 10 men, Brighton are going to want to look to see if they can get back into this. Like you said, it was just on a counter-attack. They're going to be reliant on maybe set pieces from Cole Palmer, but of course with Fernandez on the pitch, isn't Fernandez a bit of a set piece merchant?
They seem to share everything.
Okay.
Enzo and Palmer.
That's West Ham on the attack at the moment. Kafau out to Bowen. Bowen back to Kafau. Kafau puts in the box and Kudo's header over the top. Nothing. Well, that's big news. Palmer coming on has blocked off a lot of people with fantasy points, and of course, people that had potentially points coming off the bench, and because they started Palmer, like Jason admittedly won't be having Palmer coming off, but his team as it stands right now, he's had some hell of bad luck with Baldock going off injured yesterday. Admittedly Watkins started. I just heard there. Who was that?
Yeah, sorry, that's me. Sorry.
What's happened?
Liverpool just still not looking too coherent in defence.
What do you think's going on here, Dred? Because I thought Liverpool this season are going to be pretty much challenging for the title, and I mean the game hasn't been lost yet or drawn yet, but this is shocking, I think.
No, yeah, definitely unexpected the results so far and everything, but
there's a couple of substitutions at Liverpool. Gakpo is on, but for Zozoblai, I'm going to butcher that, Zozoblai or whatever, however it's said. And I think McAllister's coming off by the looks of it for Gomez.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very interesting substitution.
Oh, we got the team news, I just realised as well. Go on, what's the interesting substitution?
John McGinn has been taken off for Duran. I thought Watkins would be taken off for Duran, but it looks like we're playing with like a 4-2-4 now with 4 forwards.
Wow, okay. Is Diaby on, sorry?
Nope, he's not.
Oh my god! Oh, Matoma just went past about 4 people. Looked like he got took down, but apparently not. No penalty given.
Man City news will be coming in any second now once Now TV decide to... here we go. Man City's team is as follows. Edison in goal. Surprise, surprise. Walker, Diaz does start and Vardiol. We then have Rodri and Akanji, it's saying here, in the midfield too. Foden, Alvarez, Silva and Doku. And Haaland up top. The Tottenham team news will be as follows. It'll be Vicario in goal. We then have Poro, Emerson Royal, Davies and Udogi, Basuma and Lo Celso, Johnson, Kulusevski and Brian Gill supporting Son. So all fantasy football. Wait a minute. I didn't see Foden's name. Did I read out Foden then?
Yeah, Foden's there. Yeah, he's
Foden is there. Sorry. Exciting times. Are you expecting a were you expecting Dread an absolute battering or?
And that's for who? Sorry.
The Man City game. What are you expecting from that? End to end.
I'm expecting that City will take advantage of the the injuries and the lack of depth quality that Tottenham have got. I mean, Tottenham are going to go there and do Tottenham things, right? They're not going to sit back and.
Well, Brew's going.
If they're going to do that, then City are the best team at that, right? So it could get a bit tasty.
Yeah, Brew's going. James from Planet FPL's gone. So, hold on. Oh, don't know who that was, but it's just gone wide for West Ham there.
Brighton seem just to be stuck on Chelsea's the edge of Chelsea's box, but they're not doing anything with it. Like Billy Gilmer there is just on the edge of the box and has a shot that goes miles over. They just can't create anything to break through Chelsea on the edge of their box. And another sub here, I think that's Ian Matson on.
Oh, nice. Nice to see him actually get a few minutes. Why isn't he getting an opportunity, Edgeworth? Do you have any idea? Because he's a very, very, very talented individual, and yet he just doesn't get afforded anything.
I guess it's just because, I mean, Mudryk hasn't, apart from this game, when Palmer started, Mudryk hasn't played either, so I guess he's just behind Mudryk in the pecking order.
Oh,
also, interestingly, Matson comes on for Jackson.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so who do you think will be going up top then?
It is Palmer up top.
Great.
The double substitution for Bournemouth, Semenyo and Clive are off for Billing and Sinistera.
Oh, okay. So menu off then. Kafal's just received a yellow card, so he's down to 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he's down to 4 points now, Kafal. And it's Mavropanos, this centre back for West Ham. Never heard of him. And he's obviously playing instead of. Is Zuma injured or something?
I think he's been injured for some time, Zuma.
I think. Oh, right. Well,
we've got a substitution. Matip's going off, and I think is it Kanate's coming on.
Yeah.
I think it's a 4-3-2, by the way, with Mudryk and Palmer up top together.
Wow.
Matip went down holding his knee for a bit, so I think that's why they made the sub. Didn't look too serious, but something to be aware of.
I don't think you'd have a Liverpool central defender in your
Watkins is
FPL.
in. Oh my God, Watkins is at the bar. Post. I think it was deflected shot off the post.
You said that Watkins isn't looking great, Karma. What?
He hasn't. He really has not been in the game very often. He featured for the goal for an assist. He's been playing very centrally. He hasn't been moving around much. He doesn't look fit.
Does this concern you ahead of the game against Man City then?
Sorry, that was not Watkins. It was Duran. It was a deflected shot. Yeah, Duran was playing in Watkins' position. I thought it was him, but it was actually Duran.
So is that concerning for you against ahead of Man City then?
Very much so. Yeah.
It's just to let people know, this Wednesday, with all the games kicking off, well, not all the games, but 6 games being played on Wednesday, myself and Jason, along with probably members of the community, will be covering Brighton versus Brentford, Crystal Palace. And I tell you what, if anybody, Alex Follow, wants to have the cojones to captain and Burmo against Brighton, I would be more than advocating that. Crystal Palace at home to Bournemouth, Fulham at home to Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United at home to Liverpool, Aston Villa, Man City in the big one. Well, actually that is the big one, but then we've got another one at the same time with Man United versus Chelsea, which are all on Amazon Prime. Obviously the game week kicks off with Wolves at home to Burnley. There's your 3 or 4-0 for Wolves. Wolves are going to tear us apart, so anybody with Hwang, congratulations, you'll be getting a good return against them. Luton at home to Arsenal. Arsenal will be coming out of that with a 1-0, maybe even 2-0. But it's going to be a very, very difficult fixture. But Arsenal should be coming through with that again. And then obviously with a win. And then we end it with Everton at home to Newcastle. Again, another 0-0 or 1-1 in that particular fixture. And then Spurs at home to West Ham. Maybe a Sun captain. I'm going to be interested to see how Tottenham do perform today, but I don't think Tottenham have anything to fear from this West Ham team. Any Bowen owners out there, like I said, I have not seen him in this game. Kudos, Susek, Emerson, Kafau, they've been the standout players. Maybe James Ward-Prowse with the set pieces, but Bowen has been virtually non-existent. But usually with West Ham, Bowen can pop up from out of nowhere, a bit like with Randy Orton. But certainly, if you're a Bowen owner, I mean, in fact, Karma Baby, with Watkins, the way you're saying, playing him now, is he an emergency sell or just keep him if you don't need to get...
I was just going to tell you that Villa have made a triple change and Watkins has not come off. So I don't fully understand it. He doesn't look fit to me in this game at all. He hasn't been full of running like he usually is, but he's going to play 90 minutes.
Who's come on then? Has Diaby come on?
I can tell you Diaby, Cash and Moreno have come on.
No way!
And it's Bailey, Konsa and Digne off.
So Cash and Diaby have come on?
Yes. Cash, Diaby and Moreno.
That's big.
Confirming in chat, Trent's goals looks like it's been given as Leno offside. That's appearing on multiple pages now.
Sorry, what?
A Leno own goal. That first goal that Trent scored from the free kick has been given as a Leno own goal. And he's been given an assist instead.
Does that still changes in FPL, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's changed on FPL. It's changed on. I've checked a few outlets, and it's changed on all of them.
Any hope for Salah captainers out there?
It's end to end, but the problem is it's end to end like calamities. There is nothing of quality here. Like Nunes isn't doing anything. I will say Robinson and Tete have looked really good for Fulham, but they nearly just played Salah in. But it's just pass was too far forward for him.
Kicker saying Mavropanos played for Arsenal. Did he?
He did, but I don't think he really played. He was sort of like a QER sort of like person that stayed on the bench for a year or two.
It was around when Mustafi was playing, around that era.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, now you've mentioned that, I vaguely remember that name then. Yeah. Danny Boy saying, Hwang captain versus Burnley. Yep, he will be my captain in Sky for absolute.
Oh my.
What's happened?
Bournemouth have been in a couple of times. Martinez is just racking up the saves. I think that one was called offside in the end, but Bournemouth are getting back into this game, and I don't think Villa are going to win this. It's just,
Well, didn't you say 2-2?
Well, no, it's 2-1, but
But you did say 2-2, so in theory.
yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything out of this.
Leno's on 7 saves to give you an idea of how this match is going.
Thanks for that. he's on my. Well, you say. What's an own goal? -2.
Yeah, he's probably got. Yeah, I think he's getting 0 from this.
Bloody hell, man, that's nasty. Edgeworth, anything of note? Palmer specifically? Any hope for Palmer owners?
Honestly, it's just been the same story for the last 10 minutes. It's just Brighton on the edge of Chelsea's box or in Chelsea's half, just sitting there and doing nothing.
And just to let you, anybody even interested in this West Ham game from a Bowen point of view, it's all just Crystal Palace. If I'm completely frank with you, it's two teams that are. They've got nice control in midfield, but when it comes to the final third, they're just both just looking hopeless. Just as I say that, Bowen has just got the ball in the penalty box. Has he been fouled there? No. They're both. What I will say is they're both going for it. They're both looking for the winner. If I'm honest, it looks like Crystal.
He says he's triple captained Haaland this week. Tell us why.
Who's that?
Guy in chat, Yakov. Why? Sorry.
Because I told him. Yeah. Yakov. Did he really?
Yeah. Why? Why triple captain?
Why?
This week?
I'm telling you now. Haaland, for real, if Man City go for it, I genuinely think he could get a hat-trick, if not 4 or 5 goals. Genuinely. I really do think that.
I know I'll be hiding behind my sofa.
Well, I'll be listening into the volley. Matt and Dan will be there covering that game. I'll be watching with listening to them. So I'm going to be very interested to see how that goes, because I think if for argument's sake, Haaland does get just a double-digit return, let's just say 10 points, a goal and an assist, it would be going back to that question again of do we just captain Haaland every single week? Because a lot of the people that didn't own him were banging on about Salah this, Salah that, oh, we can captain Son this, that and the other, and then Haaland's just pretty much outscored them every single week. And yes, don't get me wrong, there were moments when the non-Salah captains have come out on top, but this week I just think Haaland was just generally the best option. Yakov, please come to the Sunday surgery tonight at 8 p.m. and talk us through how you feel about your triple captaincy if you want to come onto the Discord, because I encourage people to go with triple captaincy. I mean, there's always sometimes with a single game week where triple captaincy looks brilliant for a particular individual, and this week I think I called the Fulham one, and some people took my advice and he came through with a double-digit return, and then this week I'm saying that this could be the time to have the triple captaincy on Haaland, because, you know, without wanting to repeat myself, if Pep Guardiola wants to let them off the shackles and just go, do you know what, I want you to absolutely annihilate Spurs. I don't want them thinking ever again that they're ever going to be consideration for the title this year. It's down to kudos into I'll tell you what, Kafau is a very, 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 I know he is, but a very, very attacking, dangerous right back / right wing back, if you want to call him that. But yeah, Pep Guardiola could really stick it to Tottenham if he really wants to. I'm really hoping for like an end-to-end Man City Chelsea type game. I'm hoping Son comes through with some attacking returns. I'm hoping obviously Haaland does. And yeah, I'm really, to be completely frank, I'm really hoping that Haaland does go off just so I can make up ground on Jason, to be completely frank. And yeah, we can all discuss it tonight on the Sunday surgery, where, like I said, I'd like to think all you guys will join us. And as ever, with all you guys watching right now, thanks for watching. Make sure you are hitting the like button. Make sure you are subscribing if you're not. If you are brand new around here, enjoy the content me and Jason bring you. We are going to be covering a lot of the upcoming game weeks as per normal. We will be delving deep tonight as well into the Sunday surgery. Did I just heard Edgeworth there?
No.
Fulham have just got a third.
No, they haven't.
And Virgil van Dijk, the strongest defender, a bit at fault for that. So yeah. Apparently Reed, I think it's Reed. Apparently Kearney's got it to him. Just watching it back now.
3-2 to Fulham.
What?
Are you having a laugh? I'm sorry, what? Dread, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's just how Van Dijk allows like Bobby Reed to come in and head that goal in. It's just, I don't know, lack of concentration. Or was it him or was it Simicast?
Simicast.
Simicast, was it?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Virgil van Dijk should have stepped up there. Like, he just headed between the two of them.
Wow.
You don't rely on Simicast's defending.
Free kick by Gross straight into Sanchez's hands.
How long's left in your game, Edgeworth?
4 minutes before the 90.
4 minutes before the 90? So you're on the 86th minute. So you've got, what, about 10 more minutes left, roughly?
Yeah.
I guess I've got, 4 minutes left in total. Karma, baby, how long's left in your game?
6.5 minutes to 90 minutes.
Bloody hell. And the cow?
10 plus extra time. I'm watching that goal over and over again. Yeah, Van Dijk should have, or Simicast, one of them should have dealt with it. Don't know why they just left it. They both just watched the ball fly in. It's not like Reed's exactly the biggest player. How tall is he?
He's probably about as tall as me.
5'7", and he's managed to out-head Simicast and Van Dijk.
There you go.
Dread FPL, what do you say to... in fact, no, I'll let Edgeworth answer this. What do you say to Michael Morris that's laughing at Salah captainers here? You can say, what do you think about that comment?
I mean...
Fuck you, I mean...
Fulham has one of the worst defense in the league. I mean, I triple captained Haaland against Fulham. So I don't know why I wouldn't. Liverpool's at home as well. I don't know why I wouldn't captain Salah against Fulham. Like, it's just like, he hasn't returned. Oh well.
And it was just literally just down to the fact that Liverpool are at home and Fulham defence are just rubbish.
Exactly.
Has Cal? Is there any salvation for Salah captainers other than just if only Darwin could have put the ball in the back of the net? I mean, is it really just literally been that being the story?
Oh, Salah's been surrounded most of the time.
We got to go.
Ken here from Matoma.
Bowen header directly at Sam Johnston.
Yeah, Nunes has been poor, but Salah has been well handled actually. We've got Endo coming on for Gravenbach.
Well, Fulham are your bogey team, Dread. So
The there was a outside shout here for a pen from Matoma, but he got dragged back before getting the ball, but it weren't given.
Salah's just skied it from like 3 yards. How's he missed that? Like, he's finally got the ball to him where he needs to, and all he does is just. Oh my god!
Bowen in there.
I think if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be turning this off now.
Who do you support?
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Oh right, okay.
Oh, you're happy this week?
Yes and no. Like, if we'd actually continued our form, like. We had a few moments where the Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard trio really hit the ground running, and then we just stopped. Like, if that had continued, I'd be much happier.
That's a point, actually. PK7 about Diaz. I mean, any Diaz owners, are they going to be upset that he's done nothing?
I mean, Diaz has. There was a couple of things in the first half that he did well, but second half he's been anonymous. It's been just shocking. Like, if you'd sold Watkins to get Nunes this week, you'd be livid.
Dredd, you're kind of like in the know, so to speak. How many people do you know of that did that move, Watkins to Darwin?
You know what? I think quite a lot of people did that, and some may have even done it for a hit. I couldn't give you any names, but I have seen it.
I've seen you at the meets, mate. You know everybody's.
I have seen I've seen a lot of people on Twitter who may have made that move. So but no, I'm not. It's not because I don't want to say who they are. I literally can't like give you a name off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and look. But yeah, it is a thing that has happened.
God, I mean, Jason was going to get rid of Watkins for Isaac, and he didn't do it in the end. We're about to come to a draw. In fact, if it ends as a draw, that's another one bang on the money for me in the Super Brew.
Oh
yep.
my god, what a save from Sanchez. Outside of the box, just powers it into the bottom left corner, and Sanchez gets a hand onto it, out for a corner. Thinking quickly.
We've got something.
Oh.
It looks like yep. I'm just trying to figure out. It's Endo. That's who. Endo for Liverpool.
Endo literally just came on. He just got subbed on. So.
I'm just trying to check to see if it is offside. I don't think it will be.
Well, people are going to be screaming, "Who got the assist, Cal?"
Salah assist by any chance?
Salah assist by the looks of it. Yeah, I can see.
Wow.
No.
Come on.
If it stands, of course.
Yeah, I think it stands. It's just they always VAR check them.
So nothing dodgy going on.
I think we need to go to Karma Boy. We need to go to Karma Boy.
3-2 Brighton header from the corner. I couldn't tell you who put the corner in, but onto the front post, headed in.
So Brighton have scored.
Brighton. And also 10 minutes added time here.
10 minutes? I want to go out for a walk.
There is a goal at Villa Park.
What?
I've seen it on SofaScore. I haven't seen it on my stream yet.
SofaScore
says 2-2 Villa.
Goal at Liverpool. Goal at Liverpool. 4-3.
No.
By the way, just to say it was a João Pedro header.
So Pedro has scored. Villa have scored to make it 2-2. Karma Baby hasn't seen it, and it's.
I haven't seen it. I'm watching it now. There's a ball played out wide to Diaby. Diaby is about to swing it in with his left leg, and Watkins. It's a Watkins goal.
That's the reaction I wanted to hear, mate. That's the reaction.
God. Oh.
Is that a Diaby
Watkins
assist?
Header from the penalty spot. It looks like a Diaby assist.
Diaby assist.
No.
It's a great goal.
And who scored for Liverpool then?
So 2 goals. First one, Salah teed it up to Endo, and the second one, Trent. It looks like he's actually got his goal this time. TAA.
And the assist, if anybody?
Just trying to figure it out.
Well, you'd know if it's Salah, wouldn't you?
Guys, you're
Is
never
it
going to see a header
by
as good as this.
chance?
Never in your life are you going to see a header as
I
good
mean,
as it.
I don't know if there is an assist. It's messy. It just gets.
Messi, bloody, he plays for Liverpool, does he?
No, it's Simicast has it, but
What?
the Trent. But I don't know if it hit a full.
Oh, come on, Simicast, please.
Assist would be golden.
It looks like it's being given to Simicast. So
Oh, that's in Sky. Sky's massive for me.
Same.
But if you're squeamish, Brad here, you wouldn't like this. Broger's gone over and he's got a nosebleed, and he's got
great.
blood all over his hand and face.
Bloody hell, I mean, I'm looking at...
this is madness.
It looks like a Simicast assist.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay again. I've just got the.
So that's sort of like 3 returns for my FPL team in like.
I've got Simicast, I've got Salah, I've got Watkins. This is.
Yeah, Simicast, Salah, Diaby. For me,
Nunes
it's
passes it
mental.
over. I don't know if Simicast gets it or if Tete gets it.
It's down as Simicast assist at the moment.
Well, it's about the attention, isn't it?
SofaScore is calling it as a Simicast assist.
Hold on a minute, Dredd. You've got Watkins on the bench. He's not coming on.
Yeah, no, I've got Diaby.
Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah, fair point. In fact, look, your bet.
Palmer shot from the halfway line. Nearly went in.
If you got Nunes in, Nunes just assisted the assist. So.
Assisted.
But if you did, there you go. 'Cause Nunes was actually good. Gakpo hit it. It got pushed out by Leno. Nunes hit it back into the box, and then Simicast, I think, headed it back to Trent. But
Brighton
this is
here.
going mental now. Jesus.
Brighton here really looking like they're going to get a third corner for Brighton after Matoma. Matoma's been the biggest difference to this game. Just creating stuff almost as well as a Dringo is doing, but more effectively.
I just want to clarify for the chat. So in the Bournemouth game, we had Diaby assisting Watkins. And as that was all kicking off, we had about 3 goals going in at the same time. Brighton scoring a second goal thanks to, was it João Pedro, Edgeworth?
Yeah, João Pedro, and I think, oh my God, Sanchez just keeps it out. João Pedro, and I think a gross assist.
No, Milner. It's been Milner that got the assist, according to WhoScored.com.
Okay, there you go.
And then in the Liverpool game, again, we had 2 quick goals go in to make it, which is just ridiculous. Liverpool making it 4-3, thanks to goals from Endo. I don't even know who this bloody guy is. I've heard his name, but Endo scoring thanks to Mohamed Salah assist. WhoScored.com haven't given an assist to... Oh, no, they have. They've given Simicast the assist for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Mm-hmm. That's WhoScored.com have given it to.
So Leno's got 9 saves and 1 point.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting, isn't it? I mean, I'm a Leno owner. I mean, I didn't play him, but that is just horrific.
Oh my, amazing defending by Colwell. The ball was sweated across and Colwell just about gets there, which would have been a tap-in. Honestly, I 10 minutes added time. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a 100-minute equaliser here.
7 minutes in the Liverpool game added on 7 minutes.
As it stands right now, the bonus points are Trent on 3, McAllister 2, Robinson on 1. In the Chelsea fixture, we have Enzo on 3, Badashil on 2, and João Pedro on 1. The Aston Villa fixture, I'm assuming Watkins on 3. Yeah, no, Christie on 3.
Full time at Villa Park, it's finished 2-2.
Well, you called it, Karma Baby. Well done. Christie on 3, Watkins on 2, and Bailey on 1. And then in the West Ham game, which was ironically the worst of all three. We've got Edouard on 3, Kudos on 2, and Kafau Sai, if you're listening, which I know you're not, but Kafau is getting 1 bloody bonus point. So it's ended 2-2 at Aston Villa. Incredible, thanks to goals, as I've just mentioned there. Anything just then? I just heard a
I honestly don't know how it's gone in, how it hasn't gone in. Ferguson fixed it on, and Colwell again blocks the tapping.
So Aston Villa scoring 2 goals thanks to Bailey and Watkins. Watkins and Diaby with the assists. Brilliant for my Sky team. Semenyo and Solanke scoring for Bournemouth. Christie and Kirkes with the assist there. In the Chelsea game, Enzo and Colwell scoring. And there was an own goal from... Enzo got 2 goals. Sorry, my apologies. Enzo got 2 goals. Colwell got 1. Badashil, Mudryk and Jackson with the assists. And as we're still going through the action here, Bernardo and Pedro with the goals for Brighton. Lallana and Milner with the assists. In the Liverpool game, Trent, McAllister, Endo and Leno own goal. Decadora Reed, Tete, Wilson for Fulham, and then the assist coming from Trent, Salah, Shimikas, and Kearney, Robertson, and Jimenez. And in the Crystal Palace game, Kudos scored with a Kufau assist, and Edouard got the goal for Crystal Palace.
Can we talk about João Pedro?
Win the 100th minute here, by the way.
What about João Pedro, Cal?
It's 5.2 million, and I'm just calling it now. He's had ridiculous returns of late. I think. Well, I'll hand over to the Chelsea match because you can talk about João Pedro a bit more potentially.
João Pedro. He came on at I think 58th. His goal was a header, but I just think really been starting, so it's hard to go for him when he's not starting. But yeah, I just think Chelsea's defended really well, so yeah.
But Ferguson's had a bad game, so I'd imagine João Pedro might start starting.
Yeah.
What's happened to this kid? I mean, is it just the lack of starts? Is it just constant rotation? I mean, I thought it was like the new Thierry Henry, but all of a sudden, or the new Alan Shearer, all of a sudden he's just been not doing anything for Brighton, again, due to the lack of starts. What do you think that is, Cal?
I mean, I think he started well, but then this whole thing about João Pedro about Deserby saying he doesn't fit into the system. He needs to work harder, or something along those lines.
They're checking VAR for a handball for Brighton. He's going to the monitor. Oh my! It's the 101st minute. He's going to the monitor.
Is this going to be a Parma penalty?
Was this for Chelsea?
Brighton pen.
Oh, this is for Brighton. 101st minute.
It's going to be a João Pedro penalty, isn't it?
I didn't think there was anything wrong with it, but.
Well, what's happened? What's the punishment for?
So I think as Adringa crosses the ball in, and from what I can see, it just hits Colwell's head, but it might have hit Colwell's arm. This
isn't going to be like a Livramento style PSG crappy decision, is it?
Is it? It's been given. Oh my god! What?
Wow.
101st minute penalty for Brighton here.
Nunes is down. Oh no, he's back up again, but he doesn't look. He looks a bit groggy.
I called it. I said 5 minutes ago Brighton was going to get something, but not through means. Oh
Who's
my
taking
god.
the pen?
It's coming up in a minute. They're just showing replays, but it was conceded by Colwell, who was having an amazing game until that point. But oh my god.
Was he on bonus points, Steve-O?
Who's this? Pedro?
No, Colwell. I think Pedro...
No. Colwell nowhere near it.
No, Pedro isn't he?
Pedro would be on 1, sorry.
Full time at Anfield. It's 4-3.
4-3. Ridiculous. Well, brilliant. A win's a win. But Salah owners are going to be, captainers more specifically. But we'll ask Edgeworth in a minute.
What's really funny about this, when you watch it at Match of Day 2 tonight, there were some absolutely screaming goals scored. At least 3 screamers were scored in this game.
I recommend watching
It hasn't
the.
been given.
Sorry?
What? It looked like he was going to give it, and then he hasn't given it.
He hasn't given the penalty.
I mean, he
So the
given it,
VAR,
it
the
pointed to
VAR
the
ref
spot.
sent him to the monitor, but he still didn't
Yeah,
give it.
yeah, he was sent to the monitor, and then it looked
Right.
like he gave it, but he didn't. No penalty.
More VAR bullshit.
Wow.
Oh my, what? VAR's fucking doing, sorry for swearing, doing something.
So what's actually happening right now? Just continue with play?
Yeah, it's a goal kick for Chelsea.
On 11.
Yeah,
I think
11
Booking-
points.
It's going to be 12, I think. With the
Really?
bonus. Yeah. It's
Oh my
gonna be
God.
Cole,
No, it's, I think 11 with
João
bonus.
Pedro,
Is it?
João Pedro booked for pushing and shoving with Colwell. It looks like it's gonna be full time here. After this goal kick. Chelsea somehow hanging on to the 3 points after being bombarded by Brighton for 70th minute onwards.
Burmo captain. Alex Vollo, do it. There's Steve-O's tip. I think Brentford are going to have a lot of fun against Brighton.
When you guys are watching the replays later and you see the goals, I recommend you get to see Watkins's goal against.
Full time,
it's
3-2 Chelsea.
Wow.
Watkins's
Madness.
goal is insane because he has to step backwards and stretch with his head to header it into the far corner. It's one of the most amazing headers I've ever seen.
One of the most amazing headers you've ever seen, Karma, baby. That's a statement.
Genuinely, he has to stretch his neck like a giraffe to hit that header. It's a ridiculous goal. He has no business scoring from where he is.
I think Sanchez is on bonus points for Chelsea by the looks of it.
Yeah, Sanchez. To be fair, the saves he made most of them were quite basic, but they still count as saves, I guess.
Wow. Wow. What kind of... So all the games are finished, yeah?
Yeah,
done.
all done.
Cool. Right, gentlemen.
How many?
Yes, Jared?
I was going to say, how many bench points do you think I've got?
Well, I know because I've looked at your team, mate. But please let the audience know. I'll put your team up on screen, mate.
23 points on my bench. Awesome.
Is that including bonus?
I think so. Yeah. 11 from Watkins, 10 from Taylor, and 2 from who's the other person? Oh, 2 from
Bowen.
I got Lascelles, who's not coming on for me because White got substituted on, which is annoying, but somehow Brentford decided to let a goal in. Pick Pinnock over me. That was a bad choice.
Right then. Can we go now? As I normally do, I'll give you all a chance to just say goodbye. Well, I'll just go in chronological order as it is here on the screen. Edgeworth, thank you for joining us, covering the extraordinary game between Chelsea and Brighton 3-2. Any final words before we get out of here?
Haaland's gonna blank. That's about it. See ya.
Thank you, Edgeworth. Karma Baby, thank you for joining us for the Bournemouth 2, Aston Villa 2. You called that game. Any final words?
No final words. Just thanks very much. It was a fun session.
For you, maybe. Cheers, dude. I'll see you tonight at Sunday Surgery. Cal?
No, just thanks for having me. That was good fun. I'm glad I got a bit more of an entertaining game with that one. But yeah, I don't think Haaland's going to blank. I'm just going to contest that. Haaland is going to feast. Emerson Royale, centre-back, is not a good shout.
Well, all I care about is Haaland outscoring Salah. That's all I care about. I've just seen your image as well of Darwin haircut. That is an embarrassment. Thank you, Cal. I'll see you tonight with Sunday Surgery. And finally, Dread, final words from you, my friend.
Well, I was on Salah captain, bus captain all week, and then I did a deep dive and changed it at relatively last minute to Haaland. So be interested to see how that goes. Everyone listening, if you're a member, if you're part of the Discord, you know what's going to be happening now once the stream stops. We're going to be in Hangouts, so come in, have a chat. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it will be, and yeah, like I said, you get to speak to you get to actually speak to people. It's not just the old typing interaction. And seeing you tonight on Sunday Surgery, Dread.
Oh yeah, I'll be listening in definitely.
Thank you very much, and thank you for those kind words. FH200-667. Never watched an FPL live streaming as entertaining as this one. Well, this is what Elite FPL is about. At the end of the day, I'm going to do a Mark Goldbridge. It's a community. It's a community. The reality is it's just a community of a group of people that get together and we all just, bring you live FPL at the end of the day because it's really important to me and Jason, and we know it's important to you guys. As ever, really do appreciate everybody joining in for this. I'm not going to apologise for not reading the chat because at the end of the day, I've got 5 wonderful people coming on joining me live covering the games, but I do appreciate all you guys chatting along with one another and everything. Myself and Jason are back for the Sunday Surgery, so if you want to join us and like with Dread and Cal and Edgeworth and Karma Babe, if you want to come live on air with myself and Jason to discuss your teams for Game Week 15, which we will be covering, make sure you join us tonight live at 8 p.m. And other than that, all I will say is that thanks for watching, and make sure you're hitting the like button if you are completely brand new around here, like FH200-667. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. And I'm now going to get out of here. I want to quickly make an omelette before this game starts between Man City and Tottenham. Let's just pray Haaland comes through with a double-digit haul. Thanks, everybody.